It's me, your little boy, Inky Samson. This is something that you accurately need to know that they considered you indeed as a threat. Because let me tell you truth is, you have no idea how many people out there who are absolutely upset, annoyed, like mad, that everything about you is really, really what annoying them. Everything within you is annoying them because you see as a threat to them, because you constantly do what? Win. You are constantly winning in all areas of your life. You are constantly what? Succeeding. You know what I'm saying? So they see you as a threat to them. Why do you ought to win where they did not? Why do you ought to succeed where they failed? Why is it that everything about you is totally different? They see you as a Joseph in that particular place. They see you as an Esther. Many of us have no idea how frustrated, like many people out there are seeing themselves. You have no idea how depressed, humiliated, they feel whenever they hear that you still win. Because they are talking about the threat of your winning yesterday. They still hear the good news today. They still hear that you win today. Many of us do not have idea how oppressed they do what they feel like. People are absolutely so funny because they want you to fail because nothing is working for them. They want you never to succeed because they are not succeeding. They want you never to excel because they are not able to risk the stuff you are risking. This is why you should understand that you as a chosen, they don't just see you as a threat because of the fact that is the only evil that they plot against you that did not work. No, they considered you as a threat because despite of all that they have done behind you that you know nothing of, despite of the hatred, like the betrayed, the humiliation, the disappointment, all that they have done to make sure they stop you, you keep winning. This is why you should understand that nothing pay your enemy the most when they have concluded you, when they have finalized you, when they have counted you out, but you refuse to count yourself out. Many of us have no idea that a lot of people around us are absolutely so sure because they count you out, but you refuse to do or to accept their offers. You refuse to accept their proposal for you to be a failure. And this is why they considered you as a threat. Why do you ought to win? Why do you ought to succeed? Why do you ought to be elevating? Why do you ought to do this and do that? Why you ought to be the one that is in this position right now? We expect ourselves to be here. We don't want someone like you. You are a threat. People will be like, why are you here? Now that we are here, nobody will notice us. Now that your energy is here, nobody will do what will love us. Now that your energy is here, everything about us will not be known. They see you as a threat. That is why sometimes when you are around people, it's just like you are walking, they are walking, and people will be like, why your master love you the most? Why is it that all the betrayed they have said, everything that they have done to make sure people around you dislike you, to make sure people around you, nobody love you again, nobody considered you, but yet instead of them to dislike you, your energy keep forcing them to love you. Instead of them to hate you, they keep hearing that they are loving you more and more. They keep hearing that they are loving you so much. And this is why they are seriously so sick. But let me tell you, many of us have no idea the kind of plot people gathered up. Some people will leave their business. Some people will leave their relationship. Some people will leave their career. Some people will leave their academic. Some people will leave what they ought to do to beneficial their life, like to increase their life. They will leave it all to be hating you. They will leave it all. It's not funny, bro. It's not funny. They will just leave everything about them because of the fact that they don't want to hear that you succeed. They don't want to hear that you are winning, just to make sure they stop you. So you consider as a thread. It's just like where you appear in a darkness and you are wearing a white. It does not matter how deep, how dark that darkness may look like. It can never affect your person. It can never affect you because you will always show forth. You will always succeed, elevate. And this is why people are always angry. This is why everything about you, they always see it as a thread. Why are you here? And you can see them, you know how they feel because they don't want you to be what succeeding. They hate to see you around them because you expose the truth about who they are. And people don't want you to notice the real them. As long as you are choosing, you are called to win. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Remain blessed. May the Lord do what